Welcome everyone back to the viral blog. I am Jason Axe, and I'm the only guy that's going to give you some truth on the internet. Now, I said in my last blog that I'm not going to be wrestling for 2CW anymore unless they were willing to do some negotiations, which they were, and that wasn't surprising at all, seeing as they didn't want to lose their longest reigning heavyweight champion of all time. It'd just be bad for business, really. So I sat down with the president, and he was talking about the Grand Prix Tournament and how he wanted me to be one of the participants in it. Now, you see, last Grand Prix, I couldn't be in it because I was champion, and it just didn't make any sense. However, the champion gets in it this year. Wonder how that happened. You see, I think management thinks it would be a great opportunity to see their champion win the tournament too. You see, that's just not going to happen because they happen to randomize the matches, and the champion's first round opponent is this guy. Now, Freddie, it's no secret that we don't like each other. It's no secret that we got a history. But I don't think anyone really knows why I don't like Jay Freddie. And the reason I don't like Jay Freddie is because he's a phony. He's a fake. He's a fraud. You see, Freddie can walk into a room, and just by talking with him, he'll agree with everything that you say, without question. And then he can leave that room, go into another room, and contradict everything he just said. Because Freddie's the type of guy that'll be who you want him to be. He has no real personality. He has no real thought process. You see, Jason Axe is a psychopath. But you know what? I'm a psychopath to everybody, in any room that I'm in. And that's the one thing you can count on, is that I'm unstable. Now, also with talking with 2CW, they were a bit concerned over what I was going to say on my blog, which is, rightfully so. You see, they didn't want me to talk about any of the financial situations or any of the business dealings that they might be doing with other persons. So, I agreed that I would not talk about that. However, they did give me free reign over the talent and staff of 2CW. So everybody in this tournament, you're going to know exactly what I think of you. And I'm going to start with Isis Effects. You see, Isis, I beat you. Over and over and over again. Many times. We've stepped in the ring together and I've come up on top. So you see, Isis, at this point, I don't even consider you a threat. You just were in a feud with Marcos, for God's sake. Moving on, there's Eddie. Number 9, Eddie Edwards. You see, Eddie, I've beaten you too. And at this point, you've lost to Freddie twice. A guy I beat all summer long. Why should I be concerned with you? Now, there's also Tommaso, who I don't really know that well, and I have not seen wrestle that often, except for the couple times that he was here. So, he's a bit concerning, a little bit. And then there's Slick Wagner-Brown, who probably won't show up, or he'll be late and miss his match, or he probably won't show up. So, and that's kind of his thing now, just no showing. So, if he doesn't show up, there's a bye, which is fine with me. And then there's Cheech, who has some abs. Don't really watch him wrestle or anything like that. All I know is he's got some abs. Good for him. It's not going to help him against me. And then the guy that was just added, Mike Bennett. Now, Bennett, I've seen a couple times when I've been up in Top Rope. And he's really started to make some waves in the industry. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter one bit. Because unlike all those other guys, I have something to prove in this tournament. I've got something to prove. I'm going to make 2CW regret suspending me, and I'm going to shove it down their throats. You see, not only am I in this tournament, but 2CW, in our negotiations, also guaranteed me a title opportunity within 6 months, because I thought it was a little ridiculous that I only got one shot after I lost the belt. So not only am I going to go in there and defeat everybody in the tournament, but then I'm going back for Jay Freddy. I'm going back for his belt. And I'm going to become champion again. You see, because with my track record, there is no one in this company, there's no one in this industry that has a better record in big match situations. You see, nobody can take the ball like I can and run with it. You see, not only am I going to become champion, but later on next year, they're having a girls' Grand Prix, which you know Portia's going to win. She's the only girl that's been around. So she has a leg up against all the competition. So it's going to be a good 2012 for the Juggernaut. And I just pity anybody that's going to be in my way.